By His stripes. Welcome back to our show during the Passion Week. I'm sure you're going every day, or you try to go every day. And even if you can't, at least this will assist you to learn what are the events of the day. I urge you, if you are going to church, or if you are home, you cannot go to church, either way, you should follow the readings with the church. The hymns are beautiful, and we all love it. But the hymns alone were something our Lord did not like that week, because He saw so many glorified hymns, but their hearts were far away from Him. And we do not want to add to our Lord's stripes by us chanting and our hearts are far away. With that, I start telling you about Monday of the Pascha week. So our Lord entered Jerusalem, and by His entry into Jerusalem after Palm Sunday, the Passion Week began. The Passion Week began because the priest said, "See, you do not benefit anything. The whole world have gone after Him." And they started looking for someone who can betray Him to their hands. And with that, we call the Passion Week, because our Lord's passions began. On Monday, two big events. We reread again that our Lord entered the altar and casted out those who are selling and buying, those who are deceiving, those who are exchanging, those who do not belong to His house. And He said it very clear. It's either my house, which is a house of prayer, or your house, which is going to be left as desolate. And it's very clear to us also in Passion Week. Passion Week, there is a lot of black and white, no gray areas. Is your house is the house of prayer, or you want Him to leave your house? Because if He left your house, it's going to be desolate. So the first event is entering into the temple, cleaning the house, cleaning His temple, and reclaiming it, because He is the Lord of the house. But the second event is very famous, and it takes the whole prayer in the eve of Monday and in Monday also. As I explained last time, the day of the Jewish calendar starts by the evening first, so Sunday night in our time is called by the Jewish calendar Eve of Monday. So throughout Eve of Monday and Monday morning, all the prayers is about the fig tree. The readings goes like this. Our Lord was fasting, and then he wanted to eat. And from far he saw a tree that looked so full of leaves. So He took His disciples to go and try to find figs. It was a fig tree. But when He arrived there, He found it so much full of leaves, but there were no fruits. So our Lord cursed it, and He said, "No one will eat from you from now." And by the way, on Tuesday, when we get to Tuesday, they pass by the tree and they find it that it withered. And of course, you understand that this is more symbolic than literal. Meaning, our Lord, the creator of plants, He is not an anti-agriculture. He is not anti His creatures. Our Lord who created the plants loves His creation. But He cursed what it symbolizes. Our Lord passed by a tree that's supposed to have no leaves during this time. The fig tree, by the way, agriculturally known, that the fruits comes before the leaves. But here, this tree was a deceiving tree. A deceiving tree. And our Lord passed by it, or wanted to have fruits, because if it got leaves, it's supposed to have fruits. but there were none. So what does this tree represent? We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. By his stripes. And we are now on Monday of the Passion Week. Our Lord passed by the fig tree, found it so much with leaves, and when he found no fruits, he cursed it. And this represents the Jewish nation. The Jewish nation was one of the most well-dressed nations. You go to their temples, you find the gold and the beautiful attire of the priest and the deacon and Levites. Everything is beautiful. Everything is organized. And their hymns are amazing. And they go in hundreds of Levi chanting together. Amazing type of worship. However, they were only worshiping by their lips, but their hearts were far away. And that was the fig tree. They were full of leaves. They were only showing off leaves, but they didn't have fruits. Our Lord is all about fruits. Since the beginning of his mission, he will always say, the tree that does not bring forth fruit will be cut. And the branch that gives fruit will be pruned, will be purified in order to bring more fruits. But this nation is so much into the outer skirt, the outer attire, but they never really had a heart of prayer. Their house was so good, but they were having merchants and people selling and buying, and there is no one to really praise our Lord from their hearts. So the number one symbolism of the fig tree, and the literal one, is the Jewish nation. And that's why there is a very famous parable that's read today, which is a farmer has this tree, and for 3 years, the owner of the land comes and finds that this tree does not bring forth fruit. So he said, 3 years, this tree has not brought forth fruits. I will cut it. Then the farmer, who represents Christ, he said, leave it this year only. I will put some fertilizers. I will remove the weeds. Maybe this year will be fruitful. So our Lord was his last 4th year on earth. 3 years have tried with the Jewish nation, and they were not really fruitful. And he is giving the last cream of his teachings, and they were not also giving fruits. The second and more important symbol, not really for us important to know that God was trying to curse the teaching or the outer appearance of the Jews, but it's us. Each one of us is a fig tree. All of us want to show off the goodness from outside because I want to please you. I want to make you think I'm good, I'm the best, I'm better than this and this. But only God searches the inside to find if I have fruits or not. And believe me, he can search very well, and he can find very easy. If I am showing the leaves and I have no fruits, watch out, the curse could come. Meaning, God will say, I have heard you chanting. I have heard you saying the hymns on Palm Sunday. I have heard you saying, thine is the power, the glory forever, Amen. But your heart is so far. and your actions and your life is fruitless, whom are you deceiving? You can deceive all of us, but He will search me and He will find if I have fruits or not. The Monday of the Passion Week is about you and me. How much of us is fake and how much of us is true fruits. There is a verse in Matthew 12 says, "From the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. If my heart is full of righteousness, the mouth will bring forth righteousness. If my heart is full of evil, my mouth will speak so much evil." It's a fruit. What fruit are you bringing from your mouth? Do you have fruitful type of words? Words of encouragement, words of thanks, words of caring for the people, words of lifting and sympathizing and empathizing? Or you have the wrong words? What about the fruit of telling the others that you are a follower of Christ? How much they see of you? Are you a Sunday Christian or you are a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday Christian? All of us, very easy to be a Sunday Christian, meaning Sunday I go to the liturgy, I hang out with my friends, I look good, I have leaves, I'm a nice tree. But when Tuesday and Thursday come, I appear fruitless because I never had fruits, but I was covering it. Remember Adam and Eve, when they sinned, they covered themselves with a fig leaf. And since that time, our Lord dislikes the fig leaves. Symbolically, of course. He disliked it because Adam was trying to use the fig leaves to cover his own nakedness. But if he appeared before God and said, "I have sinned, and I know I am naked now," maybe God would have forgiven him. Again, symbolically. I mean, how much of us we are concealing and covering up our defects with fig leaves. But if I am being searched, I am just beautifying myself before you. But my inside, He had searched and found I am deficient. I don't have fruits. So, Monday of the Passion Week, please do not pray with your lips. Do not sing the prayers, pray the prayers. Do not fast only for the vegetarian food, but let your life show fasting as a fruit. Do not just say the good words in the church, but let your words show that these are your fruits. Our Lord is coming this week to look how many stripes we are going to put on His back. We have placed so many stripes on His back all our lives. Let us try to reduce the number of stripes this week. And the first lesson, have fruits. This is by His stripes, Monday of Passion Week. I'll see you tomorrow, and God bless.